Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoded, the place where we look under the hood of big companies and see if their engines are running smoothly or if they are about to break down. Today we are diving into a report from SurgePays Incorporated. This company is telling us about some important changes happening behind the scenes. Think of it like a company's status update, letting everyone know what is new and what is next. So SurgePays Incorporated, a company whose stock you might have seen trading under the ticker symbol SURG on the Nasdaq, is filing a Form 8K. This is a report for what we call current events. It is like an emergency broadcast for investors, telling them about major things that have happened, and they usually need to file it pretty quickly. The main point here is a change in their top financial person, Tony Evers, who as the Chief Financial Officer is parting ways with the company. Now, it doesn't sound like it was a surprise firing or anything dramatic. The company had already decided not to renew his employment contract when it ended at the close of 2025. They made this official with the separation agreement on the 1st of January 2026. But here is where it gets interesting. Mr. Evers isn't just walking away. He is going to stick around for a bit, but in a consulting role, he'll be helping the company with its finances, its filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which are essentially official reports they have to send to the government, and making sure the new Chief Financial Officer, whoever that is, can take over smoothly. This consulting gig will last until June 2026. For this help, SurgePays is going to pay Mr. Evers a total of $250,000. That is $250,000. He'll receive this in 12 monthly payments, about $20,833 each month, and they'll also cover his health insurance premiums through the end of 2026. It is essentially a pretty standard severance package. A way to ensure a smooth transition and keep things stable while they find a permanent replacement. On top of the CFO change, there is another departure. Richard Sherfield has resigned from the board of directors. This happened on the 2nd of January 2026. They are saying this was for personal reasons and not because of any arguments or disagreements about how the company is being run. To fill the gaps left by Mr. Sherfield, the board quickly appointed David May, who is already a director, to several important committees. These are the Audit Committee, which oversees the financial reports, the Compensation Committee, which decides how much executives get paid, and the Nominating and Corporate Governance Committee, which handles director appointments and company rules. They even made him the head of the Nominating and Corporate Governance Committee. This shows they want to keep things running efficiently and fill these important roles quickly. Now, this report doesn't contain detailed financial statements in the main body, but it does mention that the full separation agreement with Tony Evers is filed as an exhibit. This is where you'd find all the nitty-gritty legal details of that deal. Looking at a company like SurgePays Incorporated, these kinds of changes at the top, especially in finance roles, are always important. The CFO is a critical position responsible for the financial health and reporting of the company. A smooth transition, like the one they seem to be managing here with Mr. Evers providing consulting, is a positive sign. It suggests stability and a commitment to not letting things fall through the cracks during the changeover. The resignation of a director, while usually less impactful than a CFO change, can sometimes signal internal shifts or evolving strategies. In this case, they've moved quickly to appoint another director and even elevated him to committee chair roles, which points to a desire to maintain strong governance and oversight. From a Warren Buffett perspective, you'd want to see how these leadership changes impact the company's long-term strategy and its ability to generate consistent profits. While this specific filing doesn't give us numbers for revenue or profit, it lays the groundwork for future financial reports. We'll need to see how the new leadership navigates the company, what their financial strategies are, and how effectively they execute them in the coming quarters. For SurgePays, the immediate challenges will be ensuring a seamless handover of financial responsibilities and demonstrating continued operational effectiveness despite these leadership shifts. The consulting agreement with the former CFO is a good sign for continuity, but the real test will be in the company's financial performance over the next year. Are they able to maintain growth, manage expenses, and ultimately deliver value to shareholders? We'll be keeping a close eye on their upcoming reports to find out. Alright, that is our quick look at the latest happenings at SurgePays Incorporated. What is your take on these leadership changes and what they might mean for the company's future? Let us know in the comments below if you found this deep dive useful. Hit that like button to show your support and subscribe for more regular corporate breakdowns. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description. For even more discussions and insights, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.